Here's a tip for making weeding easier when you're weeding lots of small pieces. Add a box around each of your individual images or phrases. That way, when you go to weed, you can weed each little section individually instead of weeding the whole thing all at once. These are some kitchen canister labels that I made for my friend, and I didn't actually have the containers with me, so I just went ahead and cut out the labels and added some transfer tape and gave her a scraper and some instructions on how to do it. And she was
I've had a lot of questions about layering, so let's get into it. In this video, we're only going to be talking about the actual layering process. If you want to learn how to make all these different vinyls and what an SVG is, let me know in the comments so we can go back to the beginning. But for the purpose of this video, I'm just peeling away all my excess vinyl, weeding out my project. You'll see here I'm actually going in a circle with the middle being my base, and I'm actually working counterclockwise. I'm starting here on this purple circle. Could use parchment paper that will help you better line everything up, but I'm going ahead and just eyeballing everything, and then I'm going through each color and layering. Again, you want to take your time, and you'll probably notice I'm using the exact same piece of transfer tape for every single piece of vinyl. This is going to help me conserve my transfer tape over time because there's no real need to use a new piece of transfer tape for every single layer. Once you've got layering down, it's super easy. The trick to it is making sure that you have all your layers in the correct order, because once you've laid down a layer, it's super hard to go back and reverse. So if you've never tried layering, try this tip, lay down your vinyl in a circle, and just go piece by piece. Let me know what kind of
This is one of the easiest hacks ever. I headed to Dollar Tree and grabbed a pack of mechanical pencils. You have to make sure that it takes 0.7mm lead. Then I headed to Walmart and I grabbed number 7 needles. Go ahead and take out the lead that your mechanical pencil brought. Take out the eraser and now pop in your number 7 needle. Put your eraser back, click away until you see the little needle coming out. I had to put it to the test and see if it really worked or if the needle popped out while I was working with it. It passed with flying colors, and for $2.75, having 4 weeding pens, it has to be one of the easiest hacks.
This CRICUT hack has saved me so much time and so much vinyl. So what you do is you put your design in design space, and then you make a rectangle as big as your design. Then you send it to the back, and you then attach those together. That is what it will look like right before you cut it. And this is what it looks like when you weed it. So instead of doing the whole sheet, you just do one section at a time. And
well, I just discovered another feature in the CRICUT software that I feel like I should have already known about. And what it does is it can make your font and your text thicker if you don't have the option for bold, because not all the fonts have a bold, setting that you can change it to.
All right, so this is the word, and you can see the lines are super thin because she wants it cut very small. So I'm going to stretch it out so you can see it a little bit better. But you can see this is a very thin font. Now, what I'm going to do first, before I thicken it, is I need to make the letters spaced out a little bit more. So I'm going to bump this up because when you make it thicker, sometimes they touch. Now I'm going to go to my magic button, offset. Okay, normally, depending on what you're doing, you would probably put this at like 0.03 and apply changes. Apply changes. And you can see how thick it is. Now, technically, it's 2 layers, so you can just pull this down. And here's my before and here's my after. So you can see how thin these lines are, and now they're thicker, which is going to be a lot easier to cut on my machine. Oh, and I wanted to quickly mention, so when you have the 2 layers, you just have to highlight the one you don't want and then just delete it. And now you just have the 1 layer you can see up there. I feel like I need to go through CRICUT and see what else I don't know, because I've been editing these in Adobe Illustrator, saving them, and then uploading them to CRICUT when I could have just been editing it in CRICUT. But hopefully this helped you guys. And if you want any more tips and tricks about the CRICUT software, I have a bunch of videos posted. Did you guys know that with your CRICUT pick, the end comes off? If you look at the end, you can see there's little slits on the side, and you can actually use this for weeding. So when you're weeding your vinyl, you can pick it and then just put it in this little container, and it wipes it right off the end. Now to get the vinyl out of there, you just use your pick and you can pull all those pieces right out.
I had a dream that someday I would just fly